Okay guys, this is lesson 1-4, and the items you're going to need are your notes and your pencil, and then that accordion piece of paper that I gave you in class today, and glue. So make sure you have this. If you don't, get a new strip of paper and fold it 6 times. So on your accordion paper, we're going to write everything that I have here. I've done a tiny version so you can see what it will look like when you're all done. And then I've written a large version. So you need to put this film on pause, and in the first square you would write decimal, do a decimal, and let's remember that in math the word decimal is said as and. And do you see that right here? And then next square, it's the tenths place. It's the first place after the decimal. It looks like this, 0.1. Then you'll do hundredths. It's the second place after the decimal, 0.01. And you write it all in here. Thousandths is the third place after decimal, 0.001. 10 thousandths is the fourth place after the decimal, 0.001. 100 thousandths is the fifth place, 0.00001. And the last one is millions. It's the sixth place after the decimal, 0.000001. You're going to write it all on here, so nice and folded. And then when you're done with that, you're going to put some glue on the back of the first piece, and you're going to glue it right into your notes folder. So it'll be right there for you to fold it in out. Just glue the first piece so you can fold it out. So put the video on pause and go do that, and then come back to take your notes. Okay, so I assume you've done your accordion folder, and you have this to refer to. Our goal today for this lesson is place values of digits in a decimal number, writing them in expanded and word form. This is lesson 1-4. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about place value. So this is the number 6 and then we say this whole period, 342, and then we count. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 places after the decimal. 1, 2, 3. It's the thousandths place. So this would be 6 and 342 thousandths. I'm going to write that out. 6 and decimal point 342 thousandths. That's the place value. This number is 103 and, oh, we got to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 thousandths. 103 and 4 10 thousandths. That's its place value. Now, one thing that we need to talk about is the difference between value and place value, because sometimes your book will ask you the value of a number, and sometimes they'll ask you the place value of your number. So I have the number here, 2 and 315 thousandths, and I want to know the value of this 1. When I ask for just the value of this 1, it wants to know in numerical form, in number form, what its value is. And so this is 2 places past the decimal, so it would be 0.01. Place value wants to know in words where it's located. And this is the hundredths place, so its place value is hundredths. So again, value is numbers, place value is words. So if I had this one right here, 583, and I asked you what the value of that 3 is, you should think it's 0.003. Whoops. And if I asked you the place value of it, it's the third place, so it's the thousandths, 3 thousandths. Okay, so now let's move on to word form versus short word form. And we've talked about this in class before. Word form means you have to write out every single digit in letters. So we have 3 and 82 thousandths. So it's 3 ones, because that's the place value right here. And then we do this one, 82, 1, 2, 3, thousandths. 3 and 82 thousandths. Short word form, though, is you could just say the digit value. You could write that in the number, 3 ones again, and 82 thousandths. So remember, short word form means that you could do the numbers like they are, and you have to write out the place value. But word form means you have to write out every single thing in words. The last thing we're going to talk about today is, again, expanded form. This is the 4th time we've done expanded form, so we're really good at it now. I want you to remember that expanded form for 613 means 600 plus 10, 6 times 100 plus 1 times 10 plus 3 times 1. 6 times 100 plus 1 times 10 plus 3 times 1, because that's 600 plus 10 plus 3. Now we're going to go the other way. We're behind the decimal here. So when we're behind the decimal, again, we're going to start with our first digit, the 6, but instead of multiplying it times 100, we're going to multiply it times the first value. So remember in our charts, I wrote on the bottom, so the first number past the decimal is a 0.1. So you're going to do 6 times 0.1. Our second digit past the decimal, when you look at your chart again, is 0.01, hundredths. I hope you're not getting seasick with all the movement here. And going back down. So it's 1 times 0.01. And then 3 times 0.001, or thousandths. So let's look at this big number right here. I have 712 and 5,968 10,000ths. Whew. So we start here. We start with our big number 7. That's 7 at the hundredths place, plus 1 at the tens place, plus 2 at the ones place, plus 5 at the tenths place, 0.1, plus 9 at the hundredths place, 0.01, plus 6 at the thousandths place, plus 8 at the 10,000ths. Whoops, add a little 0. 8 at the 10,000ths place. So that's again our expanded form. We'll be working on this for a couple days, so I will see you tomorrow. Please make sure that you have your accordion paper glued into your notes. I'll be checking that, and that you have all of this written down. Okay, I'll see you then.